well, look who's in the studio. Sharna Burgess, my dancing partner and friend from Dancing with the Stars, is back here with us. She's been here for a bit. We just couldn't say anything because she was a surprise guest on the show last night.
Yeah.
And so she came out and we danced. And I got to say, we went back and, we practiced. By the way, hello, Sharna. So you're like one of us. It's like we just start talking. We practiced on Sunday night?
Yeah, Sunday night.
We went back over to the studio and practiced a little bit, and it's kind of like, whoosh. Like all those, like for me, all those kind of weird feelings of, oh boy, we're doing this again.
Basically anxiety, just like waves of it.
I don't know that it was anxiety. It wasn't
Well, you
anxiety.
say you have post-traumatic
Stress
dance
syndrome.
syndrome.
Yes.
From
love it.
dancing.
But we went and we danced, and I oddly remembered some of it.
No, you did great. We had about 3 hours set for us to remember these things, and we needed 1 hour. And you remembered everything. You remembered the technique. Your cha-cha check was great. Everything was so good.
No pressure. Then we did it last night, and everybody cheered, and they were surprised to see Sharna.
Loved
Sharna went
it.
over to that B-Team house, too.
Yes, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody was so cool and nice, and I felt like I was part of a family.
What was it like after you won the show?
I mean, it was crazy. It was the same as it was for you. There was a whole world of positive and negative, but for the most part, it was just everyone celebrating us and the fact that the win was so surprising but so different for the show, and took me 7 years to get there. A lot of my family was crying over in Australia when it happened too, and I just got to go home and celebrate that
Like
win.
Australia.
Finally. Yeah, back to Australia and finally celebrate that win with my family, and to see how proud they were, because they've been on this journey with me after so many years of so close but not quite. And finally getting there, they've adopted you. You haven't met them yet, but you're their adopted son. So
Yeah, do you think you'll go to Australia to meet your family?
Well,
Your adopted family?
your adopted family.
yes. Yeah, eventually. Yes.
Absolutely, you have
Yes.
to.
I would like to go sooner than later, but yes, we will. I mean, listen, it's been a lot. You talk about the positive and the negative. And, Sharna and I have talked about this, and even with our show, how if you get any sort of pushback or backlash, as long as you're not being racist or homophobic that way, but if it's just like someone not liking what you do, it's because there are more people exposed to it.
Yeah.
And you don't ever feel really the love. You only feel when people are upset.
Yeah.
And so we were hated on because we weren't your traditional dance team. I definitely wasn't the traditional dancer.
I think as far as wins go over the 27 seasons of Dancing with the Stars, we were obviously the most surprising.
That's right. How about that?
Yes.
Come on.
Even for me, like, come on, starting the season, this was different for me. It was a whole different journey, not realizing that this was what we had. But by like a couple of weeks in, and me just understanding you and how much people love you and what you had on that dance floor as a person and a personality, I mean, I get it. I 100% get it. I go back and watch our dances now and
I
geek
don't.
out though. You don't? I do.
I don't. She asked me, and we were dancing, and she was like, have you like taken it in? Do you go watch the dances? And I was like, no.
You need to get to a point where you watch and
can't.
just go, that was awesome.
But I told you, I look at me and I go, oh, messed that step up. Can't watch it. I'm disgusted with myself.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I am disgusted with myself to watch me mess up something.
Well, I watch it and I'm very proud of you.
Because I just remember how like disappointed we both were when I'd really screw up.
I know.
And Sharna would sit me on the stairs and we'd watch it right afterward. Like a coach.
Yep.
Let's start fast.
And I would
fast.
hate myself.
It would be that fast.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, I suck. But
Sometimes I was a little too tough
No,
because
I
I get
don't
really tough on him.
I don't
But-
think so. I think the process worked itself out in the way it needed to.
Yeah.
I think I needed someone, because I did not know how to dance.
Right.
Except for Joe, I was the worst.
Yeah. In the beginning.
Yeah, and well, sure. I mean, as a dancer, I don't know. I think I still was not the best dancer.
No. But again, like we've said this so many times, it's not necessarily just the best dancer that wins that show. And it hasn't been historically anyway. It's been the favorite. And you were the favorite. So,
Boom.
boom.
Boom. Well, Sharna Burgess is here. She's going to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you hang?
Yeah.
We're going to New York after the show. We're going to Dancing with the Stars this tonight in Radio City.
It's so crazy.
I know.
I mean,
What's crazy is I get to sit in the audience and watch him do his thing. I won't be up there with him.
I'm just going to be telling jokes and just a little bit of dancing. I wouldn't do full dances without Sharna. I was like, I'm not dancing. Because I had to dance with somebody else, and they don't know how I work. Because again,
It's different.
She had to figure me out. I'm like a
so
robot.
you're telling jokes at Radio City
I'm
Music
hosting
Hall?
and doing stand-up in the middle of the
Wow.
bits. What's happening with you?
Lots of things. I just got back from Australia and had some time with family, but heading into 2019 is a lot of really exciting stuff. Some is a little secret right now, I can't tell, but what has been incredible is my workout series. People have been loving it, and I've been hearing so much feedback on social media the last few weeks actually, since everyone's starting that whole new year, new me. And I think some of my favorite stories are like the mums and daughters that get together and work out in their living room and have this bonding experience with these dance cardio workouts. It's insane. It's so much more than I think I ever thought it was going to be. And it makes me really excited for where we're going to take it in 2019.
Amy, have you done any of these dance cardio
I
workouts?
haven't, but I need to.
Oh, we should do it together.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I would love that.
How do people find your dance workouts?
They can find it at my shop. It's shop.sharnaburgess.com, and there is about 5 different workouts up there right now. We have one inspired by the jive, one of your favorite dances. We have a cha-cha. There's a paso doble up there and a general dance cardio, and we're also having a 20-minute dance Tabata coming out really soon, and it's a full-on 20-minute workout that's just so much fun. It kicked my butt, that's for sure.
Okay, I want to do that.
You want to do? I don't even know what Tabata is. Is that what you go down this snow hill in?
No, it's like a way you count your
Yes.
intervals, like
It's
high
like-
heart rate for 20 seconds, 10-second rest.
Yes. It's only 20 minutes, but because you have this pattern of timing, it just goes so quick. I feel like you do a minute on and 30 off, or 20 on and 10 off, or it changes throughout it. But it's a series of different moves. It's a little more hip hop inspired
Oh,
than
that's totally
Latin.
my wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah,
So-
Amy. It's totally Amy, right?
Bobby, I think it could be yours. I feel like we should all get together and
I
do
think
this.
I'm retired.
I don't think so.
I think I'm done.
I feel like I'm
After-
going to rush the stage tonight at Radio City.
Well, after the show tonight, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna. I think
Never say never.
If
This
they,
is true.
I just like if you. Okay, here's the thing. If you I had a trio week and you were like, come back for trio week. I don't know if I could. I don't know. Like next, because you're dancing on the show next season.
I mean,
in the
even
fall.
if I picked an awesome 90s jam
If-
throwback.
Only if you called and were like, "Hey, I can teach this to you in 3 days." I couldn't do it with another partner
No.
because
It's-
you had to learn how to
Yeah.
teach somebody that has never done it that way.
Yeah, it's different. And it took a minute for me too. I'm usually really quick at figuring out how to teach people and how to break down what they need, and it took me a while to figure out how to get the moves through to you.
How
So
did
I
you get
it.
the moves through to me?
Honestly, repetition was our thing. It was
That's why it took so long.
like 8 hours a day of the same 12 counts.
Yeah,
It was.
And
That's not
we
even
didn't
an
move very fast.
exaggeration.
We didn't move very fast for sure.
Well,
But
it got quicker towards the end.
what'd you do with your trophy, your mirror ball? Where is it?
Oh, it's sitting up. So it traveled around with me for quite a while. It's a she, by the way. She traveled around with me for quite a while. I was in Dominican Republic for a little second. I meant to take her to Australia and completely forgot. And
So you didn't show it to your mom?
I know. I left it sitting on my dining room table, and I was in a slight bit of trouble. But now she's up on a mantle. Right as you come up my stairs, it's the first thing that you see, with little photos and stuff around it. There's our photo from the season and other little bits. It's so. I walked back up my stairs when I got back from Australia and saw it again, and I was like, "That's right. I finally won that thing."
Am I going to get jealous when you have a new partner? Is that how it works? Do other partners look and go, "Oh," and compare them?
Knowing you're going to compare yourself to my new partner.
I'll probably do all your dances at the same time, train at home.
Can
yeah.
you send me videos?
Amy, am I gonna get jealous for a new
Who
partner?
did it better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you probably will check in with her and be like, so what's he like?
Tell me how he sucks.
So are y'all friends? You hanging out?
Yeah.
do y'all do?
Yeah.
We
How is
Sharna
it?
and I were talking. We went to dinner on Sunday night, and we were talking about how it's like when you're together as much as we were for basically 3 months.
Yeah.
we were together every day. No
Every
no
single
days
day.
off because I couldn't afford to take a day off.
Yep.
And it was 8, 10, 12 hours a day every day. Like we went through all of the relationship stages.
Yeah.
And not dating, but like we got along super well. We'd fight one day. We would be great the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a relationship crammed into 3 months.
Yeah, it really was. It's like 10 years and 3 months. You first meet, hi, I'm Bobby, hi, I'm Sharna. 3 weeks later, honeymoon period, everything's great. A week later, everything blows up, you're fighting. And then a week later after that, you're working through it. It's like the peaks and valleys that you go through in 3 months is so intense. You can't have that experience anywhere else. You can't replicate that. I don't know anyone else that would go through that kind of situation other than the people that do Dancing with the Stars.
without saying anyone's name, have you ever had just a blow up fight with any of your partners that just was like, I don't know if we're even going to repair this?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. I've torn some of the guys to pieces, especially when they come in with an ego and they're there for all the wrong reasons and they think they're going to get something from me that they're not.
Like hook up with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then when they come in, they
Oh
don't.
my gosh.
It's so bad. And then they get this attitude because they're so used to getting whatever they want. And so here I walk in and I just tear them down to pieces about everything that I think of them and why I absolutely wouldn't go there. And then they have a choice. We can either compete and we can be great, or you can, run away with your tail between your legs because you didn't get what you wanted. But I've lost
That's a
it.
thing, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I've lost it at an athlete, one of the athletes, and we ended up big fine, but I had to lose it at one of the athletes that I danced with to put him in line.
What does that
because-
mean, lose it? Did you yell at him?
Oh yeah, I lost
with the camera
it, like-
on?
No, never. With the camera on, I would never do that because I don't want it to be about that. He just needed to be checked. But I had to let him know that I told them that I'm not going to say it. I told him the most insane things to get through to him about what I thought of him as a human being at that point and what he was doing to everyone else around him, and to make him realize that he wasn't representing himself in any way that was positive. And so it took a couple of weeks, but eventually he came around. But it was really bad.
Do you ever go out on the floor during the show and you're just in a huge fight and you have to go out and perform during a time when you're just not getting along?
I don't know if there's been yes.
Because
Actually,
we didn't have those.
No.
Ours were a day and we were back.
Yeah.
But we never were fighting when it was showtime.
No, we never
Yeah.
were. And I wouldn't say that there's anyone that I've had fights with before showtime, but there's been a couple of people that there's just been bad energy and negativity just because the week was awful. The dance isn't ready, but, for whatever reason, for our own complications throughout the week, and just the energy is off. So there's no like camaraderie between the two of you, teamwork and positive. It's just like, yeah, let's just get this done.
Wow.
And that's awful. That is the worst. That's when my job feels like a job. Every other time, it's the most rewarding experience to see someone grow and find this confidence and be able to move with my tuition. But then when it becomes like that, it just makes me not want to do it.
Wow, that would be so awkward.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
hard.
sometimes Amy and I have to do the show when we're really fighting with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's awkward.
Yeah,
It's
and,
awkward.
and usually we're like, we're fighting.
Well, we try to, not address it for a little bit, and then it has to be addressed. So Bobby brings it up, which is good
and
because
sometimes
then
on
it
air.
helps us. Yeah,
It's great
on
that
air.
you can address it. I love that. Get out the elephant in the room. For us, it's really awkward if you do, because you only get so much airtime too. So if all you're doing is talking about your fight, then it doesn't show everyone really everything that you're going through in that week. Because in a week, how many emotions do we go through?
Every emotion.
Every emotion. So if you're picking out that one fight, you're not seeing the positive stuff that happened too. So we try and manage how much we let our cameras catch us, and we do on air.
You know that every time you write anything about me, people assume we're dating again.
I know. What
Every
is
time,
that?
if you say anything nice about me or I say anything nice about you, they're like, "Oh, they're dating again."
I mean, I could say that I love your sweater, and everyone's going to think that we're dating.
It's probably her sweater. He probably wore it when he left her house.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why.
Which could be the case.
Which could be with this one, it's possible.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. It's very masculine.
I put on weight since the show ended.
Yeah,
I
you said.
lost a lot of weight during the show, but I've put it on now. I'm back.
Yeah, me too. But I'm not really excited about that part.
Do you dance when you're not dancing?
It depends on what jobs I have going on. Usually in my off season, if I'm not doing a tour, there's not as much dancing. I'll have a few appearances and maybe do a few master classes, but not necessarily. I'll do more of my workout series and create more content. So that's really intense, but that's about a week of intense work. So I really have to go to the gym, get back in Pilates and yoga, and like build myself a workout schedule. Otherwise it ain't too good. Otherwise it gets a little round.
Sharna Burgess is here from Dancing with the Stars, my partner, champion, all those things.
Yes,
Can someone hire you
champion.
as a coach? Could someone be like, I want to pay you to come teach me how to dance? Will you do that?
I mean, essentially, yes. If I have the time, I usually love to do some of those things, but it's really time spent. And I don't have a studio that I go and teach at, so it's hiring me. It's usually studios that will hire me to come out and do master classes and whatnot. But if someone really wants me for a wedding dance, or if someone has some really big dream to have a dance lesson off me, there's always a way to make it happen.
There's always a way.
There's always a
There's
way.
always a way. Well, anything that you would like to say? Are we dating?
We are not
We are
dating.
not dating. Okay. That's the story you're going with right now. Great.
Why has it got to be a story?
And then soon you'll have a big announcement.
Yes, very soon there's going to be a big announcement. Hopefully there'll be 2 big announcements for 2019, but there is a huge one coming in probably the next month that I'm so excited. I'm actually bursting right now that I can't say it, but I really can't because I'll get in trouble. So coming soon.
Lunchbox,
TBD.
anything you'd like to ask her?
Oh, yeah.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not dating.
No, I know that. But have you made out? No, seriously, have you guys ever made out?
No, we haven't.
Huh.
Is that the one question?
Well,
That's
that's
one
one
question.
question, but you say a big announcement. Is that what you're waiting for to announce that you guys are?
Yes, we're dating.
Are you dating anybody?
No, I'm not dating anyone actually. It's really hard. God, we talked about this at dinner the other night. Dating is just brutal. It's a rough world out there.
Do you feel like you're gonna owe the rest of your career? You're indebted to Bobby because he won you.
I'm
the
indebted
mirror
to
ball?
her. I think it's the other way around.
They won it together.
I think we won it together. It was 50-50 teamwork in that one.
It was
but
like
I think
80-20 you. It was not 50-50. I was just holding on.
Dude, you were maximum effort the entire time.
I was
There is
holding
no
on.
way. There was no. But I would say not indebted, but I would say connected. I am forever connected to this man.
Also, backstage with your other dancers, do they kind of badmouth the win? Like, oh my gosh, you had that dweeb Bobby, and you guys didn't deserve to win. Is there a little bit of that? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, of course.
There's a couple people that are still pretty salty
Yeah.
about it. in all
Really?
honesty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who are they?
I'm not saying this.
I'm not
I don't
saying
want her to
Oh,
say
you
that.
just write it
I'm
down.
not
I'll
saying
say it.
No, I'm
I'll
not
tell
saying
you when she's
anything.
gone and off the mics.
Yeah.
How about that?
But yeah, there is for sure. And it's a shame too because I've been happy for everyone's wins throughout the years, but there's definitely a couple people that are.
It rhymes with grocery store row.
Oh,
stop.
Joe's
No.
Joe's like my
He's
best friend
kidding.
from the show.
No,
No,
not at all.
Joe's
a joke.
Joe's our buddy. All right, Sharna, we're gonna let you go.
All right.
Thank you for. Well, we're gonna go to New York today.
Exactly.
But thank you for dancing at the show last night.
Of course.
Thank
my
you for
pleasure.
coming to town. That's a big charity event for us. You didn't have to come. It was awesome, and we got to spend a lot of time together too, which is good. It was crazy to see you again. That Amy, we were in the car, and that song's playing. That when we won our the Lauren
Yes.
Daigle song. Do you know the one that she's singing as we're looking at the trophy?
Yeah, it came on.
Yeah, it came on as we're there.
Yeah.
And I
Did
don't
y'all
know-
like have a moment?
we were like, what is happening?
That is
we
so
feel
bizarre.
it all again. Yeah, it was
Did
bizarre.
it just come on randomly
Yes.
when
It was-
she's in the car?
It was
Yeah.
great. I mean, we kept talking, and then the chorus came in, and I was like, wait, no, I'm getting really emotional just having this song in the background. It was amazing.
Well, thanks to everybody who voted for us, and glad to see you again. And we're gonna go away.
Oh, I
yes.
got a question.
Yes, go ahead.
You said you guys hung out this weekend or Sunday night
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Where'd you spend the night?
At a hotel here in Nashville.
Okay.
Do you believe her?
Nope. Not for
All
one
right,
second.
all right.
Not for
done.
1 second.
We're gonna go. Thank you, Sharna. Lunchbox, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
always
Love you guys.
Wonderful. All right, bye everybody.
Let's go.